Good afternoon, Paul here, aka Mr. LP Guitar. Up till now the channel's just been random videos as and when, but now I'm going to try and make a conscious effort to do a video each week. So the first few videos are going to be about my guitars, or at least interesting ones, starting today with this one, which is basically a Japanese Les Paul. It's an Orville by Gibson, 1991 Les Paul Custom, left-handed. No, the camera's not the wrong way around. Now the story about this guitar, we've just returned from a trip in Japan. Great guitar shops they have over there and Guitar Street, and I've always had it in the back of my mind to try and get something while I was there. The guitar I was really after was a Japanese Les Paul Custom. Reason being, for years, well to be exact from 1981 when I started work to around 2006-2007, I owned a 1974 20th anniversary black Les Paul Custom, and for whatever reason I sold it. I regret selling it, and to buy the same guitar back at 20th anniversary, it'd be between 7 and 10 grand. That wasn't going to happen. Plus the one I had did weigh a ton, it was heavy. So anyway, so that was my target when we went to Japan. So anyway, we ended up on the world famous Guitar Street, amazing street full of guitar shops, multi-story guitar shops, some fantastic instruments on there, a few left-handers, but nothing really what I was after. So fast forward a few days later, we found ourselves in Shinjuku, different area of Tokyo, and this particular day I was going to visit a vintage camera shop, because I am interested in film cameras, no lenses. And we did realise in the area there was a shop called Ishibishi Music. We'd already seen one on Guitar Street, but there was also one where we now are, in Shinjuku. So we proceeded to find this shop. Now when you get to these shops, there's like five levels. You've got Gibson floor, Fender floor, import floor and Japanese floor. So the first floor we found ourselves on was a Japanese floor. I was browsing around and there were a few Les Paul Customs, Greco, Bernie, this sort of thing, and in the middle of them was a left-handed one. Not only was it a left-handed one, it was the ultimate one that I would have wanted, which is an Orville by Gibson, not to be confused with the slightly cheaper Orvilles, which are still good guitars. So anyway, I had a word with the shop guy, he got it off the wall, tuned it up for me, started playing it. Beautiful sound, beautiful feel. I couldn't stop playing it. I must have been there 40 minutes. Plus the licks were just flowing out of it, just felt great. So now what? So I asked the shopkeeper what would the shipping be to get this to the UK. He said he didn't know. The shop don't do that. They just do over the counter stuff. You'd have to go to the website and buy it from there. Put it in your basket, proceed to check out, and it'll calculate the shipping costs. We left the shop, I had to say goodbye to the guitar. Didn't really seriously think it had all come together, but I did look on the website. Went to the English page, but I couldn't get much further, even though I was on the English language page. All the postcodes and phone numbers and everything it was after was still Japanese with no English. This went off for a few days, so I couldn't get any further. And then over coffee in Starbucks one morning I realised in the corner there was a for overseas customer, so I clicked on that then it all fell into place. All the prices was in pounds. It accepted British phone numbers, British postcodes. So then I put all my relevant details in and it calculated the shipping. Not too cheap, but not too bad. But then of course you've got to calculate import duty, which on this I think was 2%, and the dreaded VAT 20%. Add all that up, the guitar wasn't so cheap anymore, but it was still cheap compared to when I've seen them on eBay. In fact, I looked on eBay and there was a few of these and it turned out to be the same one, even though it was different sellers, which was this one. They must commission them out, I don't know. A flat line for the guitar with no postage, no this and that. This in the shop was £1,222, £1,222. Great price. Basically, it's a Les Paul, it was made in Japan. Gibson parts, same attention to detail, well, better attention to detail, same materials, because it's 1991. The binding's sort of yellowed a bit. I had one of these for over 20 years, so I'm familiar with how they should be, and this is how they should be. So anyway, yeah, in the shop it was 1222. I'm talking British pounds here, and on the eBay sites it was 2,300. So even with all the fees added and the postage, it still worked out a lot cheaper. Plus, I think, well, there's not one of these available now. This was the one, and I've got it. There's no more available. I think there's one or two Orvilles in Switzerland and France, but in the UK, nothing. It's a great guitar. It's just like I say, it's just like the 20th anniversary I had. I've took the scratch plate off. I've ordered some witch hat knobs, because that's what mine had on it. Might take the pickup covers off, I don't know, but I did take the pickup out, and it's got the American humbucker patent number on it. Some of these have Bill Lawrence and some have Gibson. These are Gibson. The only thing it doesn't have compared to USA Custom is the ebony fingerboard and the fret nibs. This has a rosewood fingerboard, but it is a very dark rosewood fingerboard. I'm happy with that, and it plays and sounds great even not plugged in. It's got that great sort of Les Paul tone to it. So yeah, that's the story of this guitar. I honestly didn't think, even though you think, oh, I'm going to get a guitar while I'm in Japan, you don't think that your plan is going to come to fruition like this did. And it nearly arrived home before us, because we were due home on the Sunday and this guitar come on the Monday. Fortunately, safe and sound with the headstock still attached to the neck. So credit due to Mitsubishi Music. So there you go, 1991 Orville by Gibson Les Paul Custom.